Yeah.
For first timers, please, if you want to say something, raise up your hand.
That's the first time.
Yes.
Hello, good evening everyone. My name is Teresa. We are talking about the unwanted pregnancy. One of them is lack of anti-conception. But I have seen somebody who was using pills when she got pregnant. So how are we going to do it?
This is
a pharmaceutical company. No, that's a joke. No, I mean, anticonceptives are not 100%. It's not, I mean, there's nothing 100% in life. So anticonceptives can fail, but if you don't use them, you certainly know that you're not protected. I totally agree with you. There's more safer anticonceptives than others, but anticonceptives are all not used well. And then they don't do their work. If you don't use them well, if you don't put oil in your car, it's not going to run. If you don't take the pills every day, they're not going to work. But there's never 100% guarantee.
Thank you.
your first name?
My name is Joshua. I just want to make a contribution because I see now that we're talking health skelter and there's no, I don't find that sense of direction. What is the essence of this discussion? How to prevent it, or to give information on how to reduce the occurrence of young girls getting pregnant and which result in more abortion or more unwanted child and all that stuff.
These are the pictures, because what they are and how to defend it is coming in the next chapter.
Okay.
This lady, and then we're going to continue. Yeah? Because we only have
Your
2
first
minutes
name?
more.
My name is Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Thank you. And now, my question is, we spoke about how to talk to our children about sex, but I didn't hear anything about how we have to go about that with the tools, because I can remember my husband tried to talk to his boys about sex, but the question this boy threw on him, I can remember one was, oh, Dad, so you sleep with mom? Dad, how do you do it? So I was just sudden, my husband, was not even able, to speak. So he said, okay, you hold on. When you grow, you will not. And please, I need how to, in case they ask questions like that, how I also will answer them.
I've heard several people now that are struggling with the information gap between their children and themselves, and I don't think sex is the only thing that we experience information gaps, because the world is so different. I have trouble with my own children bridging the information gap, but it's good that you say that. It's not in my talk today. I won't be giving you any information about that. But it's an idea that's been playing in my head with the practitioners we have in our practice to start meetings for moms and dads who want to learn this. So I will announce it on our website, and it's when it will come, which will probably be in the fall or winter of 2012, and then you're free to come.
My name is George. Based on what you just said, I think that the biggest problem is that people are focusing on the word sex, and you have to do it this way and that way. Well, it's not about how you do it, it's about telling them the consequences. Now, when it comes to AIDS, you're seeing different kind of campaigns about AIDS. What do? They don't say how you can prevent. No, it's about the consequences. And when you focus on the consequences, then you have in your mind, oh, then it's better for me to stop doing that. So I think that parents, they have to stop about saying, oh no, you don't have to do it. You have to tell them, well, if you want to drop out of school, then you can go ahead. And when they start thinking, they will be like, okay, you know what, it's better I don't do it now. It's better I wait. That's it.
Thank you.
how to defend it. It's another big ingredient of safe sexual health. I don't think we'll come to the last one because we don't have time for that, but that's another one. I'll be happy to come back to tell you about that one. But first about the anti-conceptives. Statement 5. Anti-conceptives is a women's responsibility only. Let's not go into that too much because then you won't go to the anti-conceptives. Raise your hand if you think it's only the responsibility of the women. We can skip this. No. These are some pictures of all the anti-conceptives that you can use now in home. This is a coil, I think we usually call it a coil. In Dutch it's called a spiraaltje. The pill, the most commonly used and the most safe one. If you use it properly. But still, out of 100 women that use it, half of the half of those women, a bit strange picture of course, half of women don't get pregnant, but let's say if you have 200 women, one gets pregnant even if she uses the pill. So, talking about chances of getting pregnant when you have anti-conceptives, this is the most safe one. For instance, for the coil, it's out of every 100 women that have a coil, still 2 get pregnant.
Wow.
So,
but you also have the one with the hormones.
yeah, that's a little bit less. That's almost as safe as the condoms. Not so safe.
No.
But they have a very good double protection. They protect against pregnancy and STIs, which this doesn't, and this doesn't. This is a new one, Implanon. It's a little. Last time when I came to you, I had the word and now I forgot about it.
No, it's not the you put it inside. It's inside.
No, but I had a nice word for it, but I can't. No. It's as big as a matchstick. It's a plastic. You put it under your arm. The doctor puts it under your arm in your fat tissue under your skin. It can stay in for 3 years, and it gives the kind of hormones the pill does, but you don't have to think about it anymore. So that's very good for forgetful women. Another one which is used a lot for forgetful women, but who don't want to commit 3 years, because this stays in for 3 years. I mean, you can of course take it out earlier, but it works for 3 years, so it's a big waste of your money because insurances don't pay for a lot of these anymore once you're above 21. So you've paid for 3 years, but if you take it out after 6 months, you're short of your money. Another one that you don't have to think a lot about, except 4 times a year, is the prick pill. It's just an injection you give in the buttock, and it protects you of getting pregnant for 3 months.
But I heard that one is the worst one because the women sometimes have a problem not getting their monthly period.
Yeah. That's not a problem if you look at it from the medical point of view, because the whole you have all anti-conceptives. You don't need a menstruation anymore. If you don't want to get pregnant, you don't need a menstruation. I won't go into details. You can come to me if you want to after. Explain it to you. But the whole idea of having a period when you are defending yourself getting pregnant, you have to take out. But that's a difficult one for migrant women because I noticed that they usually are very much attached to that monthly period, and which is understandable because that monthly period tells you, hey, I'm not pregnant.
Or because
So when you use anti-conceptives that stop the period, which again from a medical point of view is not a problem at all, but from an emotional point of view it is. And then this one sometimes is not fun for women who want that monthly period. There's also women who say, whoa, that's good, I never have a period anymore. No bleeding, no contracts, no. And it's the same with that coil that has hormones on it. That with about 20 to 30% of the women that use it, they don't have periods anymore too. And that's, you really have to tell them because women that really are attached to their periods, they let it be removed after 3 months because they miss their period.
So what's the consequence when they are not having their menstrual period?
There's no consequence.
Really?
There's no consequences.
No problem with this woman?
They're saying that there's a lot of consequences. That's what these people here are saying. So
There's no
I'm sorry for
consequence,
them.
there's no consequence in not having your period. The period, the blood that a woman sheds every month,
Yeah.
is the inner walling, is this little thin layer
Yeah.
in your womb. This is the womb, eh?
Mm-hmm.
This is the vagina. If you make love, the penis of the man comes in here. And if your sperms run hard enough, they end up in the womb. And if they encounter an egg, you get pregnant.
But if you don't...
And that egg needs some good fertile soil to rest its head on and get fed. That's this bloody kind of layer which is on the inside of the womb. If you don't get pregnant, if that sperm never reaches that egg, because you do something to prevent it, because you don't want to get pregnant, then you don't need that fertile soil. It's not made anymore. So that thin layer, that soil that's made inside of the womb for an egg to get fostered, is not made anymore by these anti-conceptives. All these anti-conceptives, except for the condom, because that's the barrier, the sperm never reaches in here if you put it rightly around your penis. But all these hormonal anti-conceptives, they make this layer go away. So there's no blood to